Hi everyone, it's Vickie Kello, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Brisbane. Happy Monday. Just trying to find you on the iPad. Come on. It's taken a little while to come up. Here we go. Hi Kerry. Hi Megan. Hi Glenda. Hi Sue. Hi Nita. Everyone's on. Lovely. It's a bit warm tonight. Oh, I've left that there. This is my new best friend. I have never really understood those people that will eat Nutella straight out of a jar or peanut butter straight out of a jar, but this I eat straight out of a jar. This is amazing. So this I was just eating straight out of a jar. So I'm just gonna pop that away over there. The only thing I don't like about it, it's in an actual glass jar. Which is not great for me because things roll off my desk all the time. Just gonna pop that there next to my thing. You've got your dressing gown on, Megan. Oh my God, I am here. I've just said to my husband, I'm a bit hot. And he's like, yeah, I'm so hot. So tonight I have a little card plan. What is it? It is like a spread. I'm assuming you could have it on toast, but it's sweet. The original caramelized biscuit spread. So lots of people are going nuts over this because you can take this to school, whereas you can't take peanut butter or Nutella to school anymore because every school's like nut-free. This can still go to school. Not great for you. Like there's that many kilojoules in it and sugar, but you know, it tastes good. Hi Lisa, how are you? You still got the aircon going. Kerry, I wish I did. We didn't actually turn it on today, so that's probably why I'm still hot. I got it from Coles. I can't seem to get it from Woolies. But I am having hot flushes, Glenda. The last fortnight have been hideous. It comes in crunchy and smooth. I like either. But Woolies does say it stocks it, but I've never seen it on the shelves at Woolies. It just sells out all the time. But Coles seems to have it on the shelves. My Coles have nothing in the freezers, and Woolies does. But Coles has Biscoff spread, and Woolies doesn't. So you know you got to pick your stores. So I thought I'd just do that. I haven't done the Lucky Door prize. Sorry, no more questions about the jar. I like those biscuits. I love the biscuits. They're amazing too. It's those biscuits crushed up with like butter and sugar in a spread. It's amazing. So I haven't had it on a sandwich. I've just eaten it straight out of a jar. Hi, Helen. That's good, Lisa. Now, I haven't really got anything planned. I have a card idea planned, but I just thought I'd explain a few things first. And I practiced with some paper I wasn't too fussed about. So, to give a few tips, because I am going to use this pretty paper that I really like. So oops, there goes my pen. So I didn't want to stuff up this paper. So I had to practice on some paper I could bear to part with. So this is the new Waves paper. We'll explain that we'll explain this now. So This is the Waves of the Ocean. What's it called? Waves of the Ocean paper. This is out now, available now. The DSP and the rhinestones. I had them here somewhere. These rhinestones are whilst stocks last. And I think the foil is too. Would never have guessed that you are not fast with the flaps. Oh, you know, you've got to be honest. This side of the paper is better, but, you know, I've decided I'm going to make Mother's Day cards with these and donate them to the school. They'll be lovely. So you get some blue foil paper as well. If you buy the whole suite, it's $140 or $140.25 or something. I went halves with another demo. So I got half a pack of paper, half the foil, and I'm going to use the stamp set next time I catch up with her. So, the foil comes in like Night of Navy, Coastal Cabana, and like a silver, which is pretty. And I think you get 2 sheets of each in that. And they're 12 by 12. Thanks, Anita, while stocks last. So the foil, the rhinestones, which are so pretty. And they're like, there's heaps of different colors. So there's like 2 lines of the Night of Navy. They're more silvery. Then they're really, really pale. They're like a granny apple green, and they're like a mint macaron, so, or Coastal Cabana. So there's heaps of them. How much are there? 168 of them. And then you pack a paper, and this paper is made with paint pouring. So if you're into paint pouring, they actually paint poured, and I shared a video a few weeks ago where they actually did some paint pouring on canvas, and then they took photographs of the end result and then turned it into paper. So we're going to use this paper tonight. But because it's so pretty and I didn't want to waste it, I decided to try it out on here. And I haven't finished a card. I only got this far, and then I got eating my Biscoff spread. So the idea is that it sits on a card like this, and it's called like a triangle gatefold. I got the idea from Leanne DeGraff, I think her name is, off Pinterest this afternoon. You didn't get the stamp or dies? No, it does have stamp or dies, but Chrissy's ordered them, and when I catch up with her, I will stamp. But I am very limited on my space at this point in time, so I am really contemplating what I purchase. So no, I haven't purchased the stamp or dies, but I can show you everything else on that. But I thought I would use, because I do have this Seize the Day stamp. So I thought I would do this because you could have Seize the Day or wishing you oceans of happiness. I thought this would go well with it. So that's what we're going to do. But some tips, because you need a full piece of 12 by 12, or you need a 12 by 12 piece, and cut it. I've cut it to 5 and, what did I cut it to? 5 3/4, so that this is a normal card base cut in half. So, which is 5 7/8 by 4 1/4. You could use the whale set as well. I could use that too, Megan. And then once this is done, like it fits, you've got a nice tiny border around there. But I don't know whether you're noticing, and it might be hard to see, let me stick this in there, that I have a bit of a gap here. So I did again, and I don't have as much of a gap. So I want to tell you how you avoid that gap, because I scored exactly the same. Well, one would think you scored exactly the same, but you don't. So this one I scored because some of you may or may not realize I have the world's tiniest desk. I am sitting at the end of my dining room table and I am on the absolute end of it. And then I have another, hi Angie, hi Elizabeth. I have another tabletop that I kind of sit at the end of my desk that sits this way. So my dining room table is this way, and then this tabletop sits this way. So I have like a meter of space by about 400 deep. The world's tiniest craft space, because if once you craft, like you've got stuff that goes everywhere. So I don't like getting my arm out on my trimmer very often. If you score your paper at 2 and 4 and then flip it and go 2 and 4 inches, hi Christy, you will get this big gap. If you score your paper, get your arm out on your trimmer, clear some room so it sits flat. If you score at 2, 4, 8 and 10, same measurements, when you fold it, you don't have as big a gap. Who knows why? But I'll pop this one there because you can notice it much more than this. So just be mindful that for this purpose of this card, you should really score 2, 4, 8 and 10. And don't do 2, 4, flip it and do 2, 4 again, because you'll end up with a dirty great big gap and it looks funny. So that was my test runs. I haven't finished those cards. Yes, Megan, it's ridiculous. I'm like, there shouldn't be this much of a gap. And to me, it makes no sense. And I went back and I did it again. But I was happy to practice on this paper. And you can actually tell the difference. So, floored me. But anyway, that's what happens. So, we're getting to make the card now that I've waffled on forever about that. So I chose this paper because you will see both sides of this paper. You will see both sides of this paper on this type of card. So when choosing this paper, I want it like this piece, I'm not sure would work so well because this side is all yellow and this side doesn't have a lot of yellow, and it might be hard to choose a card base and things without it looking a bit odd and things. So I chose this piece because it's got the blue bits in it plus the blue on here, and I'm going to put it on Coastal Cabana because I think if I put blue on blue, it'll be too much blue. This one, it won't matter so much which way you cut your paper, but directional paper you obviously want, like with this one, you want your flowers to be the right way. So the card goes this way. So you need to cut your paper in half this way so that long ways your direction is the right way, if that makes sense. Otherwise your daisy is going to be upside down. So I tried using a piece of this daisy paper that I'd already cut, but because I cut it wrong, my flowers would be sideways and it looked ridiculous. So I'll have to use the back side of that paper for that. So what you want to do is cut this at 5 3/4. So you'll get 2 pieces out of a card. I'm going to cut this. So I want this blue. So I'm actually going to cut this piece. I should have looked at that. But I've got this strip which I can use on something else. Hi Julie, you are here. So I've got 2 pieces then that are 5 3/4 and they're at the 12 inches. So we're gonna score at 2, 4, 8, and 10. And then concertina fold them to get a gate fold. Whoops. Good, Julie, and you. And see, then look at this one. I've got no gap at all. That's much better. Maybe that's what my issue is with that other paper too. Maybe I should check that that's really 12 inches. Yeah, that one is. Maybe that daisy paper is not quite 12. That's a better fit than the other one. So then what you need to do is, I had a pencil and I don't anymore. So measure down from the top 2 1/4. So I'm going to have this as the top. Measure down. And I'm just going to make a little mark there with my pokey tool. I'm not trying to rip the paper, I just want to mark there. And then do the same with this side. Obviously you want it both at the top. Did I do 2 1/4 or 2 1/8? Two and a quarter. Oh, nice, Julie. I haven't had my hair done in so long. And mark this one as well. So then what we want to do is with those marks that we've made, you want to line them. I'm just going to put that arm back in so I've got some room. You want to line up the bit of the score line, the mark in the score line, with the mark that you've made on that paper, and chop that off. Chop. Don't throw these bits away. And because that's going to come down here and stick on that. So I'm going to stick this down straight away because I don't want to lose it and I don't want to mix them up. I had mine done on Saturday. Oh, nice. I haven't had mine done in forever. I was going to try and get it done before the wedding, but I just ran out of time. So I've just added some seal to that. And because I can't get the seal right to the corners, I'm going to get a glue dot as well because I want to make sure this is going to stick and stick well. So when this paper actually looks like it's got texture on it from the canvas. It's really cool. So when you cut this off, you need to flip it and then stick it on that same corner. Okay. So then we're going to do the same on this side. The mark is there, 2 1/4. Line it up with the score line in the grid, in the trimmer. Do that. And we're going to flip it and stick it. So we're going to stick seal on it. So I wasn't well on the weekend. I didn't do very much at all. I had my 3rd booster and was in bed most of the weekend. All my lymph nodes swelled up, which I've not had as a reaction on any of the shots that I've had previously. It felt like I had a 3rd boob under my arms grow. And it's still quite sore today. So I was supposed to be doing my assignment, but it's Saturday, I said to Hunter, I can hardly move. And he goes, you've moved from the couch to the bed to the couch, Mum. I'm like, yes, but that's all I've done today. And I lied on the couch all day. Okay, so that is done, and it might look a bit funny right now, but when you do that, now you look like you've got triangle cards and you haven't wasted any cardstock or DSP. So we've got that. And then, no, it doesn't, Megan, but I've had a couple of girlfriends that have had that happen. I hadn't had it as an issue. So I'm like, what is this? But now that I've spoken to a few people about it, I'm not the only one. So I am getting the card base here, which is 5 7/8 by 4 1/8 is our normal card base. Well, it's a card base cut in half. So this is usually a card front, and that should fit on there nicely. And then I'm thinking I've got some of these. That I've just got there, or do I want just that piece there? I don't want to cover up most of the paper because I think it's so pretty. So I'm going to go with the smaller thing, and I'm going to do a layer of this. And I've got this scrap. Oh, thanks, Megan. Here. So how big is that? That is 4. So let's do 4 1/4. So that fits there nicely. And that's, so let's do 3 1/8. We can trim that down if it's not, if it's too wide on one side. Just a smidgen. That's better. So that can go in there. Now we also need another piece that is, I think it's 2 3/4. I'm remembering measurements from watching this at lunch whilst on my lunch break, because I haven't prepared anything. Yes. This white piece can be that. Oh no, I was going to use that pretty foil. Let's do that. That's why I got the foil out. Oh, that's pretty. Should this layer be foiled? That's too. I have to cut a bigger piece. Oh, that's pretty. I'm going to stick the foil on that. Okay. So did everyone else have a nice weekend then? How much was that? Vickie, the foil in this set is nearly the same colour as a retired peacock foil set. Ah, that's nice to know, Kerry. I don't have any of that left, I don't think. Okay, so then that would work well. It is like those peacocky colours, isn't it? That's pretty. Oh, I like that a lot. Right, let's put this foil away now that I've cut that up. Cut the paper up. I need a white layer. Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Tara. So we're going to stick that. Oh, see, this is what happens when I eat that Biscoff crunchy spread and don't wash my fingers. Now I've got bloody fingerprints everywhere on that. It's all right. I'll cover most of them up. That looks pretty on there. We've got the card base. We've got that. Right. Where did I put that stamp set? So this is called a triangle gatefold, I think. So we've done the DSP bits. We just need to do our stamping. That's all right, Chrissy. Oh, what have I got on here? Oh, that's sticky, whatever that is. This is why you don't eat at your craft desk, ladies. Okay, I have got Coastal Cabana ink out. I bought a couple of packs. Oh, nice, Kerry. Stand that up. So, I want to use in here the Wishing You Oceans of Happiness. Whoops. And I think maybe the starfish. We could stamp in the background a bit. And then on the inside, do you think... Oh, thank you for keeping these, Chrissy. Inside, I think we might use the crabby. I'm going to have to go get another colour. And the bubbles. I think I might have to go get my Night of Navy and Pacific Point inks and stamp that. Let me just go get those inks. And my blocks. Ladies, the class materials for the, what's the class that I'm cutting right now? This paper, Symbols of Fortune, that arrived today. So hopefully I'll get the class out in the mail tomorrow or Wednesday. So that will be good. Going to get some paper. So I do have 2 extra kits available for that class if you haven't already participated or registered. I do have a couple of extra kits. Yes, Megan, I'm so excited. It's been a while, ladies. You've been very patient. I haven't had very many classes. this year with everything else going on. So you've been very patient with me. I'm going to stamp off because I don't want that so dark, and I might even stamp off again because that is very dark. That's better. And where is my cleaner? Is Marie coming? Not tonight. She sent me a message. She's got something happening tonight. But she is coming to the class, yes. So I'm going to have, do you think I should have a blue frog? Blue frog. It's not even a frog, is it? A blue crab, a Pacific Point crab, as in blue, or the Coastal Cabana crab. I don't know why I keep calling it a frog. It doesn't look anything like a frog. On this one, let's stamp the sentiment first to make sure that we can try and attempt to get that straight. And I think we'll stamp that in. The Knight of Navy. Ooh, I like that. I'm just cleaning my stamp over here. Put that away before I lose it. I've got these bubbles, which I'm going to do in the Pacific Point. And then, which catalogue is Seize the Day? It's in the annual catalogue, Megan. So you've got another cup. I think the annual catalogue finishes May. Couple of months. But Celebration finishes on the 16th. So we've only got a couple of days if anyone is interested in taking advantage of Celebration. Now that everything is available, I'm going to stamp that starfish there, and maybe the end of one there. I like that. I do like the jellyfish in this stamp set too. I can never work out which way the thing goes. I've been waiting all day to put in an order. Looks like it's working again. Yeah, they had a something wrong at the head office. I think I'm gonna do the crab so that we weren't able to log in at all, which was a bit of a shame. I think I want to do some of this in the green too. Stamp over. Oh, I like that. Look at that. When does the new catalogue come out for demonstrators? We get to see the PDF on the 23rd of March, Kerry. So it's coming very soon. Right, I'm going to have to close some of these ink pads. Otherwise I'm going to get ink everywhere. These are just such pretty papers. I'm going to do a Pacific Point crab, but I'm going to have to stamp the crab over here to work out which way it goes up. Oh, I love it. These are cute. I'm always attracted to the C stamps. This comes with some awesome dies too. I'm not using the dies tonight on this card. I will another day. But I'll show you the dies. I think they're in here. This is the die that does the bobbly window thing. So it cuts out, oh, there's an octopus by the look of it, some seaweed, the starfish, the crab, the fish, but it also cuts out the bobbly window backgroundy bit and some bubbles. I love it. That's the whole reason I bought it, was for that die. And I haven't used it yet. But I've used the stamp set. Oh, stick that in. So if you are interested in these papers, ladies, they're only available whilst stocks last. They're not carrying over into the new catalogue. The stamp set and die, which I don't have, are carrying over, but I don't have them. So I kind of think I need some more bubbles there, and I've just put everything away. Stop showing all this cool stuff. I keep seeing this set being used lately. Now I kind of need it. This paper or the stamp set? I really like the paper. The stamp set's got a great big pelican on it. And the waves. It's got the waves. The waves are pretty cool. And the wave dies. But the pelican's not my thing. That's a bit better. Yes, I love it. This was one of the first buys that I did out of annual catalogue. Megan, as soon as we could buy whatever we wanted. I really wanted it in pre-order and I wasn't available. But this set is really cool. Okay, I'm really sweating up a storm in here now. Whew. Okay, so let's put all this together so that you can see how this comes together. Let's just put that over there before I get sticky fingers. After playing with the C's today, I kind of want it. It's a beautiful set. I love it. I do like this foil behind that. That was a good idea. And this, oh, I'll move that over, that's crooked. This die cut is one that I just had on my desk, but I'm pretty sure it's from Stitch So Sweetly because I use them all the time. Why is there nothing stuck under that bit? It mustn't have got adhesive under there. Just stick that corner down. There. I might want to start selling some of my retired set. I listed a whole heap over the weekend because I could sit on the couch and do that. And I didn't have to think too much. I tried doing my economics assignment, but I had to think too much for that and I was really struggling. So I've got updated a whole new album on my, I think it's the Stampin' Up! Addiction page. So I've listed a whole heap. Got some lovely ladies that have already commented and paid for their sets. So lots of going to the post office tomorrow. But that's what helps fund all my wish list, Megan. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to do it. Now I'm going to stick adhesive on the back of this. Now, because this card is going to be pulled open and shut, I am going to stick it on all four sides. And a bit in the middle, just to make sure it's really stuck down there. Hopefully not too much of my head's getting in the shot, but I want to center this, and it's a bit hard. Such a big piece. All right, so that's that. So this is your triangle gatefold piece, and then when we stick this piece on here, we need to line this up so the points line up, but you only want adhesive on one of them, otherwise you're not going to be able to open your bits. So we're just going to stick adhesive on one half of the triangle. Close it, and then try and center it, that your points at least line up with your fold. And there is that. Now, where did I put those gems? So this card can obviously be made with whatever paper. It uses half a sheet of DSP. So it's a great way to use up that DSP that we have. I know I've got, whoa, what color is that? Oh, it's from that bit there. That can go on the card. I'm going to stick that is a different size. So that can come here. I'm going to make some Mother's Day cards with this paper because I have 2 packs of it for the school and donate them to the school because like that's quick. But I made one in what, 40 minutes. But if you cut and score everything and do it all at once, it'll be fine. And they'll come together really quickly. So you just cut everything and then adhere everything and stuff. So that's the card. And then for the Mother's Day sets that I'm going to do, I thought I'd use this Celebrating You stamp set, which is in the annual catalogue. And I got this because it's got Happy Easter. I don't make Easter cards ever, but I like the font. And I really like the Happy Mother's Day. But I thought if I get a chance, I might make some Easter treats for Hunter's friends. No worries, Megan. I got it from Leanne DeGraff, I'm sure was the name I wrote this morning, from Pinterest. So it's not an original card of mine. But I got this stamp set because it's got like Happy Father's Day, Happy Birthday, Happy Easter, Welcome Little One, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Anniversary. We never have stamps that say Happy Anniversary. So I got that, and then I thought this, it's time to be remembered, to feel appreciated, and to know that you're celebrated, can go on the inside of all those Mother's Day cards. Because I always struggle with a blank card sometimes, like they want something in there. So I thought if I do that, and I can get 2 out of a sheet of DSP, and this only takes a like a card front, so I can get 4 of these out of a piece of cardstock. This makes it quite economical to make for markets and Mother's Day stalls and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do. Decided that this afternoon. So thank you, ladies. It's only one card tonight. I did use this, and then I did use this paper. Let me try and find, I've got no room here. The rhinestones, the foil, and the paper that I used are all limited while stocks last. Once they're sold, they're sold. It's not going to carry over into the new catalogue. The coordinating stamp and die that is attached to this suite is going to carry over into the annual catalogue, the new annual catalogue. But the paper, the foil, and the rhinestones are not. And these rhinestones are just so pretty. They would go like that, go with anything because of the blues, the silver, and the greens. I use greeny apple green all the time, and I reckon these greens will go with that. So these rhinestones are my thank you gift for those that purchased with me recently. So Lisa, yours is sitting here with your order as well. So that's why you haven't got yours yet. I haven't posted it because the rest of your stuff's here. So when you are out and about, again, you can pick these up. If I can get them back in the packet. And thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you all next week. Thanks, ladies. I enjoyed tonight. Bye.